Hi there, Sean here from YouLi, just chiming in to show you how to set up your packages and understand all the fields and everything you can do with your packages in YouLi. So to start, you're going to want to click this little pencil icon to get the update trip, and then we're going to click to pricing. Now you can see right now I have 4 packages set up. I'm also in bookings mode. If you happen to be in brochure mode, just click this link to switch to bookings mode and make sure you have payments enabled before you add any packages. Now, I'm going to add a package from scratch so you can see it from start to finish. The very first thing we have to do is give our package a label. The label is traveler facing. It's what they're going to see when they're selecting their package, and it should be something that describes what they're selecting. So for this example, we're going to be selling, it could be an experience, it could also be a room in a hotel, could be many things. It's whatever you're selling. And in this example, we're going to be selling a room in a hotel. Right now, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a family room. A room for more that's required to be for more than one person. In this case, we'll do 4. So let's say, now again, you might want to make this something like family room with a courtyard view, something that describes what they're actually purchasing. You'll be able to add a more in-depth description below, but the label should still give a good idea of what they're selecting. It's not just a family room, it's a family room with a courtyard view. It could also be a double room or something of that sort, but you want to make sure when your traveler is selecting this, they have a good idea of what they're getting into. Now, price per person. It's exactly what it sounds like. These prices are calculated on a per person basis, whether they're booking in an invitation group or they're booking in by themselves. Either way, it'll be calculated per person. Now, you can set this flat out and just say $1,000 per person. If 2 people book this package together, it'll be $2,000 for them as an invitation group. 1 person books this, it'll be $1,000. This price right here will cover the full 4 nights, and it might not just cover what this label says. This is the base price for the whole trip. So this could include flights, this could include food, could include a lot of things. It's not going to include any optional items, any add-ons. You can set that in the itinerary later on. But I'm just pointing out that if you're selling a room, it doesn't just have to be the cost of the room. It's the base cost of the entire trip. So it's whatever's included on this full trip. So that could be, again, like I said, some type of transportation, maybe transportation once they get on the trip, experiences that are on the trip that everyone joins in on, not the optional ones. But maybe the trip is really long, maybe this is a hard number to calculate. You can also calculate using a per night basis. This is really helpful if, maybe it is just a hotel that this price includes. Or maybe you're selling a whole experience and you know exactly off the top of your head what the per night cost is. We could say for this case, if we set it to $300, you'll see this number has now changed to $1,200. And that's because now we're calculating it on a per night basis. You have to have the dates for your trip set to use this feature, but you can see 300 times 4 is the $1,200. So that's a really great feature to use, and we'll leave that for now, just for this example. So now we know how to set our label. We know that this is on a per person basis, and we also know that if we want to, we can calculate the trip based on a per night basis. So now let's set our max number of bookings. What is that? Well, it's exactly what it says right here. This is the inventory. It's how many we have. And in this case, we're selling a family room with a courtyard view. So now this number, we don't have unlimited family rooms with a courtyard view. Maybe we only have 4 family rooms with a courtyard view. This number is also really great to set because when your travelers are checking out, if the number is 4 or lower, it will say only this many left, prompting them to book faster. So it's a really good tool for you too, for marketing purposes. If there's only 1 room left, it'll tell them that there's only 1 room left, telling them you have to book now. You have to pay that deposit to hold your spot. Now, great. Everything sounds good. This option right here, people seem to get confused about a lot. And that's why this is a really good example for a family room. Booking size or room capacity. It will force the room to a certain number of bookings. So for a family room, maybe this is a family room for 4 people. So we can set this number, where it says any right now, to 4. That way it'll force the room to be 4. It can't be more than 4, can't be less than 4. If only one person books it, it'll add 3 people to their invitation group, so that number is 4. And if 4 people book it, it'll work perfectly fine. You may have to tell your travelers who book maybe with 1 or 2 that they have to update the information of those additional travelers that have been added, but it's a really great feature for you, so you can know no one who books this room is going to book in by themselves. They are going to have to book with 4 people. Great. So for this case, again, we'll set it to 4 because this is a family room. We don't want just one person booking the family room. We want 4 people booking the family room. Awesome. And finally, there's this visibility feature. So right now it says published. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's for the traveler view, they can see it, and they can book it. It's published and it's active. Hidden from travelers. This is a really great feature if you're maybe offering an early bird discount. Maybe it's a special package just for certain travelers. You can book travelers in this room, but they're not going to see it at their checkout. It's hidden from them. But again, you might even make a package published for a while for the early bird discount and then change it to hidden from travelers after, those travelers who booked early selected this package. Disabled, this is no longer published. Travelers could still be booked in it if they were already previously booked in it, but you're not going to be adding anyone else to this package. This would be the case if you want to keep track that you've had this package available, but it's no longer available. It's disabled. Maybe the hotel room isn't available anymore for whatever reason. But yes, that is also an option. You can set a package to disabled, but we'll keep this one published. In advanced options, here you can add a description. You can describe what the room is. This is where you can go into a lot of detail and say all the fun features of this package. You can also say what it includes. So you could tell people this includes your food, this includes your air travel, and so forth. There's another place to do that as well, but if you want to add that into the package description so they understand what exactly they're paying for, you can. But here's where you could really describe what the room has. Is it, does it have a good view? Does it have a private bathroom? Is there a kitchen at all? Different rooms will have different things. How many beds does it have? Is there couch or TV, or what features does this package have? And again, you might not be selling rooms, you might be selling experiences, so you can describe that as well. You can also add videos with this media embed. If you have something from YouTube, you can just copy your YouTube link and paste it right here. Or you can add an image from your computer just by uploading it and choosing a file. Whatever you want to do, you can add it right here. So now we have this package created. What does this look like for the travelers? Well, let's take a look. So now you can see I'm selected on a traveler right now. I'm in a traveler who's not in an invitation group, and that's important to note. I'm just traveling by myself. You can also see I'm already selected a king room, but maybe I want to change that. So now I go into here, and I want to do this family room with a courtyard view. You can see here it says only 4 left. If that number was 5, it wouldn't say anything. It would look just like, just like this one. But 4 or under, it will say only this many left. So I'm going to book into that room. However, you can see right here, your group size has been updated to fit this package's required number. So now if you look at my group size, you can see I have 3 additional members in my group. And the total cost right here is $4,800, right? Because it's this member, plus this group member, plus myself. Now, if your travelers run into this, where it says, name group member 1, what they'll have to do is go in and actually update their other travelers' information. You can see how to do that in our video about invitation groups. But for now, this is great. It did exactly what you wanted it to do. It forced the booking to be 4 people because that's what's required for this package. And if the traveler booked in with 4 members, it wouldn't look like this at all. It would just show that, whatever names they filled out in the initial form. I hope this is a good description of what all those fields mean. I hope you have a better understanding of how to set up your packages. And if you have any additional questions, you can always reach us at support@youli.io. Thank you so much. Safe travels.